Scams are everywhere, in your email, on your phone, in your mailbox. So how can you tell if an offer is authentic or if it's really risky business? Jim Lineweaver is here with tips that will help tip you off to a possible problem. Jim is a certified financial planner professional with the Lineweaver Financial Group. Welcome back to the show.
Thanks, good to see you again.
So let's say the IRS calls you and says the IRS is going to file a lawsuit against you. Do we get our attorney involved?
Well, you should just hang up the phone. So let's start off there. But you never want to hear from the IRS. I don't care if it's a letter in the mail or a phone call. And usually what ends up happening is, things out there that may be too good to be true usually are. Things that can be too scary are usually true as well. So you don't necessarily have to call your attorney, but if that's a trusted advisor, give them a call, or call your accountant, call your financial advisor. Maybe you have a child that's, your power of attorney for financial purposes and has a little business acumen and stuff. So give them a call. Say, hey, I just got this. Don't know if I should freak out or not, but do I need to really worry about this?
Yeah, I've heard the IRS never calls you.
Exactly, they're not gonna.
They're gonna write you.
Exactly, they send you something in the mail, then take that to your account, but don't panic and don't freak out.
Okay, but we do need to suspect kind of everything, it sounds like. How else can we protect ourselves?
Well, unfortunately, in today's day and age, and with all of this social media and easily accessible by phone and emails, you really have to keep an eye on what's coming to you. And so if you look at emails, if you look at text messages, things that pop up, and what you really have to do is try to just take a step back. Don't respond to them right away. Collect your thoughts. Maybe do a little research in things. Maybe you should find out who that person is that's really sending it to you. As a friend, obviously, no big deal. But if it's an unknown person, there's ways that you can get on Google and you can maybe look at LinkedIn and Facebook and things along that nature, just to try to see if you can identify maybe that person with some type of company or things along that nature. And also, on some of these things that they reach out to you with, you don't necessarily want to call back that number that's right on that medium, or text or email. Maybe you want to go visit your local bank if you got something through the mail and say, hey, is this legit? Or call your local branch as opposed to the number that's there, just to try to verify some of these things to be accurate.
How about any other online issues we should be aware of?
Well, one thing I always tell my kids is that, just for a safety net, is that if we're ever on vacation, you're not posting pictures or anything, so that lets people know that you're out of town, may make you suspect to some other things. So there's a lot of things out there that you really have to be careful with, and you really want to just make sure, that you're dotting your I's and crossing your T's. You have to be careful about the personal information that you may give out, such as date of birth, social security numbers, other things you want to deal with. If anything has any of your personal information on it, then make sure you shred it. Use one of those cross shredders, and don't just throw it away. And keep track of all your PINs and personal identification numbers. It's not easy. You got to reset them every 3 or 4 weeks. So there are online tools that you could use for that, or maybe you just keep it at home in a good safe or something along that nature, and record them and make sure that family and loved ones know where they're at in case something happens to you.
And if something does happen, you really want to talk to the Better Business Bureau, right?
You do. That's one of the first things that you can go to really find out what current scams are out there, and that's a great resource. As a matter of fact, we're having an upcoming seminar on that. And what they do is they have something called a BBB scam tracker, and they're usually the first people to get the information out there. Great resource, and we're going to be bringing people up to speed at our education program that we have coming up on Tuesday, September 27th at 1 p.m., and then also Thursday, September 29th at 6. They do fill up fast, so if anybody's interested, they can call us. All
right, sounds good. Use Jim's tips to tell scams to scram. Need more help? Attend one of his complimentary seminars or use the number that's coming up next.
For more information, call the Lineweaver Financial Group at 1-888-313-4009 or click to www.lineweaver.net. Next.